So last night I got to see one of those creatures of the night, one of those nocturnal animals. Why do they get all the cool names? Is there anything we got for the day? Daywalkers? Not like a vampire thing? Oh, for one. So that's not going to fly. But last night I'm standing outside and this guy's like, "Oh, do you see that owl?" And at first I was like, "An owl? What? Who's ever seen an owl?" The only time I've ever seen an owl was either trying to get to the center of a lollipop, which owls can't eat candy, am I right? Or up in a treehouse reading a book, and you're thinking that can't be right either. So I'm thinking, how do you see an owl, and is he reading a book or does he have lollipops? I'd go for a lollipop. And he's saying, no, no, that's a big owl. Like this guy was like, this is not just like an owl. This is like an owl. And at first I was like, oh, I was trying to look for it, but I can't see very well. And times like, oh, look at that, look at that. I'm like, yeah. I see it. And then they go, Nick, you're not even looking where we're pointing at. And I go, oh yeah. Oh, it's over. Because the moment if I don't say yes, of course people try to help you find it, which is very nice, but they're like, oh look, it's under that branch. You see that little leaf with the little dot on, and you're like, oh, this is getting worse. How are you? I can't see a giant bird, and you're trying to give me pointers by a little leaf and a little dot. This is not helping. Oh, it just flapped its wing. Where? And you're thinking, no. So I had to throw in a joke. I said, "Oh yeah, well back home in California, we don't see very many animals because they're all on a diet. Trying to get on TV. But this bird was huge, and I found out recently. Well, I haven't found out recently. I knew that owls don't eat lollipops and wear glasses, but they're ornery animals. The owls are not to be messed around with. They will mess you up. And apparently, the way that this guy was talking about this owl, I'm thinking like this thing would have like a 6 foot wingspan and was gonna like glide down and take my candy.